welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're tuned into my channel for the first time, my name is Peace and I remain your favorite sociologist. On this channel, I bring you frank talks about the society and you. And on this channel, I bring you just good vibes only. Hi, my beautiful people. It's been a while. I had this interactive session with you guys. So please, guys, join me. And I am actually very sorry for coming in late. Yeah, a few things came up and I needed to sort them out before I come in. So, I've been. Hello, Gifty. Thanks for joining. Kindly double tap on your screen to like the live. Thank you, Gifty. Thank you so much for joining. So, it just dawned on me like certain things happened during this festive period, and it just dawned on me that tolerating too much is actually doing you more harm than good. Tolerating too much, trying to be a good person, trying to be a nice person, actually hurts you much more than you even realize. And it actually makes people see you like you are stupid. It makes people think you don't have sense. It makes people do things. It makes people do things and they think they are smart. They think they are wise, right? So that's what prompted this topic. So today I want to talk about tolerance and tolerating too much. It's good to be tolerating. It's okay. It's nice to be tolerating, right? But it becomes a problem when you tolerate too much, when you don't set boundaries. People tend to want to manipulate you. People tend to want to, the things that normally they cannot do to other people, they want to come and do it to you. Just because they know that when they do those things to you, they will go scot-free and nothing will happen. So, and in fact, I am not happy. I am actually not happy. So I'm wondering, why do we even need to tolerate people to the point that they see us finish? Because the truth of the matter is, the more you keep tolerating them, the more they keep doing things. The more they keep tolerating them, the more they keep doing things. The more they keep doing these things, they won't even care. They won't care how you feel about the things. They know what they're doing is wrong, actually. They know. It's not like they don't know. They know what they're doing is wrong. But just because you're tolerating it, they say, oh yeah, it's fine. And this is the same thing they cannot go and do to another person. Right? So that is why I want to talk about this tolerance, too much of tolerating, because it happens with colleagues, it happens with family, it happens with friends, it happens with adults and children. Even as an adult, if you see your younger ones or younger people doing things and you are not speaking up against it, they feel it's fine. Yes, you always tolerate it. Even among your friends, neighbors, and colleagues, it's a general thing in our society. Tolerating too much and not setting boundaries. Right? So guys, I'm trying not to spill out what really happened, but I'm actually not happy, because naturally this is something that I would not even tolerate, right? But then tolerating this particular thing and it keeps happening over and over, it's just making me feel like what do you think? Why are you taking me for granted? And I've realized one thing, that when people do things, if you don't speak up, if you don't speak up immediately when they do that thing to offend you, it's they see it to be okay. But have you noticed that the people that speak up immediately, that when people do things and they speak up immediately, those people don't try it again. They don't repeat it. Because they know, if I do this thing, this is the reaction I'll get. They know that if I try to do this thing like this, this is the reaction I'll get. So they respect themselves and they don't even do it at all. Hello guys, please double tap on your screen to like this live session. Thank you very much. Okay, so I want to talk about tolerating too much, right? So firstly, what is tolerance? Tolerance is a virtue. Yeah, tolerance is a virtue, but tolerating too much is detrimental. And it actually has negative effects on you as a person, because before you know it, you're going to start doubting yourself. Before you know it, you're going to doubt your self-worth. Before you know it, you're going to become timid. You'll not be able to speak up when you need to. And when this thing continues for a long while, you just notice that you can't even speak up again. That person is so used to you tolerating them that when you speak up, it becomes a problem, right? So, what is tolerance? Tolerance is you accepting things that normally you should speak up against. Is you accepting and allowing certain things that normally you shouldn't allow. Certain bad or negative things that normally you shouldn't or wouldn't allow. That is tolerance. To an extent, it's good to be tolerant. Yes, it's good to speak. It's good to be accommodating. Let me use the word accommodating. Right? But it becomes detrimental when you tolerate too much. It has adverse effects on you as a person and on your mental health. Okay. Oh God, I'm trying so hard not to God help my mouth. So, okay. Now, as a person, I want to let you know that it is okay for you to speak up. If someone does something that is not going down well with you, it is okay for you to speak up. It is not a sin, it is not a crime. It's very, very okay for you to speak up. It's okay for you to set boundaries, and when people cross those boundaries, you react so that they know that next time they shouldn't do this thing. Right? So that you know that next time they shouldn't do this thing. But when you keep quiet about it, when you try to be a good person and you allow this person do this thing, even when it's not going down well with you, it becomes detrimental to you, because you as a person, you are making yourself unhappy. You're making yourself sad at the detriment of trying to please another person. We should try sometimes to prioritize ourselves also, because if you don't speak up against something that someone is doing to you, they'll probably not even know that what they are doing, you don't like it. They'll think you like it. They'll think it's okay for them to continue doing that thing that way, and then you'll be hurting inside. You'll be pained, and you'll not be able to say anything, just because you want to appear to be a nice person to that person. You want that person to like you, right? So there are a few negative effects that over tolerance, too much tolerance, has on you as a person. The first negative effect is that it enables bad behavior from other people to you. When you are too tolerant, people just see you as a walkover. Anybody that comes wants to do anything and expects that it's okay for you to accept it, because from the beginning you've been tolerant. You've been too tolerant. The same thing they wouldn't try with other people, when it comes to you, it's okay for them to do it. And it's even worse when they start dishing out this bad behavior to you and you still continue to keep quiet. So being too tolerant makes people, it encourages people to channel their bad behavior to you, just because they feel, yes, this one is going to accept it. So please, try as much as possible not to be too tolerant. When people do some certain things to you, people exhibit certain bad behaviors towards you, you speak up. You speak up so that they know, oh yes, this one, I crossed the line at this point, I shouldn't do this next time. Another thing, the second thing that too much tolerance does to you is that it sets low standard. In other words, you begin to have low self-esteem. This thing, you don't want it, right? But you are too tolerant, you can't even speak up and say, I don't want this. You are scared. If I say I don't want it, what would this person say? What would this person do? You become very scared. You become very, very, like, you begin to set very low boundaries for yourself, which normally it shouldn't even be so. You shouldn't be afraid of speaking up when you don't like something. You speak up, whether the other person is comfortable with you speaking up or not, whether the other person likes the fact that you are speaking up or not. You speak up. Because the more you keep setting low boundaries for yourself, the more people are going to even try to beat those boundaries down. You see, there are some people that they sit down and all they do is just admire other people. I wish I can be like you. I wish when someone does this kind of a thing to me, I can open up my mouth and say I don't like it. Nothing is stopping you from speaking up, please. This is the second effect of over tolerance. It makes you set low boundary. The third effect of over tolerance is that it diminishes your well-being. By the time everybody comes to you and throws their trash and their garbage on you, without standards, without boundaries, it affects your mental health. You can't even be happy as a person, right? You want to be happy, but you cannot be happy because you are so afraid of what will this next person do. And then when this person does this thing, you can't even react or speak up. So over tolerance, tolerating too much, affects your well-being as a person. It robs you of your happiness. It robs you of your mental and psychological health. It diminishes your self-worth as a person. Because sometimes you sit down and you begin to ask yourself, so these other people that are like this, are they better than me? That is low self-esteem setting in. Gradually, it's beginning to affect your mental health. And over a period of time, before you know it becomes natural, it becomes permanent. Because these behaviors happen, these things, they happen gradually, small. It's a gradual process. Before you know it, you are so happy, no, you're not happy, but you can't speak up. Before you know it, you have accepted it to be a norm that yes, you should be treated this way, even though you don't like it. And that is why you see some people stuck in very bad and abusive relationships and they can't even leave because of tolerating too much. They want to speak up, but they are scared. So you see them stuck in very bad, toxic and abusive relationships and they can't even leave. They can't leave, they can't speak up. And this thing is affecting them every day. They are not happy. It's affecting their mental health, and they are still there. They will not leave. They will not speak up. So tolerating too much affects your well-being. And sometimes when you are too sad, you can't even eat well. You can't even think well. You begin to live a life of pain and sorrow just because you're trying to be a nice person. Just because you're trying to be a nice person, tolerating too much. Another thing that tolerating too much does to you is that it makes you look stupid. Tolerating too much makes you look stupid. Sometimes the people that actually do these things to you, it's not like they don't know what they are doing. They know that what they are doing is not the right thing. But they just conclude in their mind that that one is stupid. So anything I do, he or she is going to accept it. It's fine that way. And then you begin to see a person who normal, you are wiser than, you are smarter than, begin to try to make you look stupid just because you are trying to be too tolerant, because you're tolerating too much from that person. Have you ever noticed that once you begin to speak up against things that people do to you that you don't like, natural, you begin to gain more respect? That same person that before would do anything to you and without considering, will begin to consider their actions now before they do things to you. Have you ever noticed something like that? Maybe somebody came and you set a certain boundary at the for something, and then someone comes and then does something that crosses that boundary, and then you speak up. Do you notice that next time that person will consciously try not to cross boundaries with you? But by the time they cross boundaries and you don't speak up, they will come again and they will even do much more. They will do worse than they did before. Right? So please, guys, it is okay to tolerate and be tolerant, but it is detrimental to be too tolerant, to tolerate too much. It becomes a problem. People begin to ride on you. People begin to see you as a pushover. People begin to see you as stupid when actually you're not stupid. Just because you are too tolerant, you tolerate too much. In fact, people even begin to trample on your rights, your fundamental rights as a person. They begin to trample on it just because you tolerate too much. Okay, let me take a few comments and reactions. Gifty, hello Gifty, thanks for joining. Amit Kumar, hello Kitty, hello Amit. Andre King just subscribed. Thank you, Andre, for subscribing. West, hello peace, happy new year West. Thanks for joining. How was the celebration? I miss you people, I miss all of you. Simon Thailand. So okay, so don't tolerate too much from people. Try to set boundaries. Try to stand your ground. Don't tolerate too much from people this 2025. Try to set boundaries, try to set limits, and when they go across that limit, you speak up for your own sake. Wendy Mayers, hey Wendy, hey cracked head, hey team man. Wendy Mayers, you are cute. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you very much. Pastor Fred O'Connell Emoto. Hello there. Hello, Pastor Fred. Thanks for joining. So, guys, that's just the little I have to say about this this being too tolerant thing. Once upon a time in my life, I used to be that way. Once upon a time in my life, I used to be that way. I used to be afraid to speak up. Oh, I used to be afraid to speak up. anything anybody does to me is okay. Anything anybody does to me is fine. I'll just and accept it, and I'll be pained. I'll be badly hurt, but I'll just say just because I'm trying to be tolerant, because I'm trying to be seen as a very nice person, right? Because when people do things and you always try to set boundary and you always try to speak up, they see you as being unnice or being intolerant, right? So me back then, I used to try to be I used to be extremely tolerant. Anybody grown, small, can do anything at all, and they knew that they could do anything to me and get away. So they did much more. They did much more. And it became shocking when I was pushed to the wall and it got to a point that I had to start speaking up. Oh, sorry guys, my network went off. Sorry. So at the point where the network, I don't know what happened, it just went off. Sorry, I'm so sorry guys. So at the point where I learned to start speaking up, people started seeing me as being disrespectful, because they're already used to me being so quiet and anything everybody says goes. Whether that thing that was said, or whether that decision that was taken, whether that action that was taken was actually a good action or a bad action, I never questioned it. I just accepted it like that. So at the point where I started speaking up, no, I don't like this. No, this cannot be. Because the truth of the matter is, being too tolerant has cost me a lot as a person. Trust me, it has cost me a whole lot as a person. Things that if by the time they were trying to be pushed on me, I had spoken out and opened my mouth to say, no, I don't want this, don't do this to me, I probably wouldn't have had to experience certain things, right? But because I was too tolerant, because I was trying to be very, very good, so everything that was pushed or forced on me, I accepted. Do you know that I realized late? I realized very, very late that being too tolerant, they pay. As in, paraphrase, good girl, no, they pay. If somebody gives you one, you give them one back. At the point, I realized it very, in fact, I realized this just a few years ago. Just a few years, maybe not, very few years ago. That was when I realized it. And by that time, the damage has already been done. Right? So many things I tolerated, so many things I agreed to, so many things I accepted that normally I shouldn't have even accepted at all. It was hurting me. I was pained. I was sad. But I still accepted them. Which were very, very unnecessary, because truth be told, if I had stood up and said, no, I don't want this, I would probably not have even had to go through that pain journey. Right? I would probably not have had to go through the sad route. And that is why I'm trying to encourage you people too, to speak up. Don't tolerate too much. It's detrimental. It's the wrong route to take. Being too tolerant. It's okay to be tolerant, not too much, not excessively. Not excessively. You yourself, you will realize that by the time you start speaking up against things you're not comfortable with, right? You'll be happier as a person, because nothing will be dumped on you, nothing will be forced on you. Nothing will be dumped on you, and nothing will be forced on you. So please, Rita Obodu says, please, this is 2025. Let's move on and forget problem. No, no, no. This live session is not about problem, right? This live session today is even about something personal for me. Something personal. I'm trying not to see. But I realized I've been too tolerant as a person. This one is not about all this unnecessary drama. No, this one is something tolerant, and that's why I'm sharing it. Right? Because I know there are so many other people in the society who are also experiencing this thing of being too tolerant, too accepting, trying to be nice, trying to please everyone. You cannot please everyone. You cannot be that nice. The only thing you can do is speak up. That is just the truth. So, Rita Obodo, this one is not a problem, something, no. But it's just about me. If as a person, I realized this earlier, certain things would have probably been different in my life. That's just what I'm trying to say. That's just what I'm trying to say, because it is the things that you try to tolerate, it is the things you tolerate that will actually come and that will actually happen to you. So this one is not about the saga thing. No, it's a personal thing for me. Mercy everything says blessings to everyone. I tried to speak up, but Didi was already done. I don't even know what you're saying. West says there are certain situations you have to speak up. If not, you will become a pushover. People begin to see you as anything goes. Yeah, this is actually the experience of my life, right? This is one thing I experienced. And do you know that even when I knew that I was supposed to speak up, I still couldn't even speak up because I'm not used to speaking up. I still couldn't speak up. It took a lot of courage and determination for me to even be able to speak up. Right? Not I'm not even right now, I'm not even talking about family members, so like even with outsiders. Even with outsiders, right? This thing is not anything related to family. Even with outsiders, I was already so used to accepting everything that at a point it became a problem in my life. Too tolerant. Anything anybody wants to do is okay. You become a dumping ground for bad character. The same thing that they will not do to the next person standing to you, they will do it to you. And they want to accept it because they're already used to you accepting everything. Yes, in fact, at a point I became a pushover. Let me just use that word. At a point I became a pushover. Anything goes. And when such things happen, you realize that you are giving the barest minimum. They don't even try to put in efforts. They give you the barest minimum because they know, yes, you'll accept it. So the whole essence of this live session today is just to share my little experience and encourage other people that are also going through something like this. Because truth be told, there are a whole lot of us in the society. There are a whole lot of us in the society. There are a whole lot of us in the society that are too tolerant. We cannot speak up. We are being hurt. People are doing things we don't like, and we still cannot speak up. So this video is to try and encourage you watching that is on the overly tolerant side to please speak up for the sake of your mental health, for the sake of your boundaries, and for the sake of the things you even deserve as a person. Yes, if you don't speak up, they will continue dishing anything and everything to you. All you will do is go to one corner and cry and be sad and be pained and be hurt. They'll come back again and they'll do the same thing to you. Nothing will change. But at the points where you speak up, you'll see the people or the person or whoever it is that was um, crossing boundaries with you, they'll reflect, they'll think twice before they come back and try to cross those boundaries. And you realize that when people naturally begin to respect your boundaries, you feel happy. Deep down within you, you are happy. You feel liberated. Where did I stop? Okay, people begin to see you as anything goes. Yes, exactly. People begin to see you like anything goes. They will reserve the good character for other people and bring the bad character to you because you are the dumping ground. Tandra Robinson. Hey, girl. Hey, Tandra. Thanks for joining. Wes, a lot of people are advantage takers. Yes, that is also very true. But if you as a person don't allow people to take advantage of you, nobody will do that. So it still boils down to you. If you don't allow people to take advantage of you, nobody will do it. That's why I'm saying don't be too tolerant. Speak up when you need to. Speak up when you need to. Razia Anjum. Hello, Didi. Hello, sister. Okay, West. Most people out there prey on people's vulnerability. To be honest, it starts from the family, then to progress to people outside. Yeah, actually, that's true. That's true. West. This is true, but the thing is that people have different temperaments, right? Different people, like if you have 5 children in the house, the 5 different children have different temperaments. There is the one that is outspoken, there is the one that is not outspoken, there is the one that doesn't take rubbish, there is the other one that will take rubbish. So different people have different temperaments, right? So sometimes it's just inbuilt. There are people that are extremely quiet and they don't, and secondly they don't want to maybe offend their parents, or I don't know how to explain this thing. It's just that person's personality. Yes, it's that person's personality. If you have people around you, if you have children around you, you will see that there are children that when you do something they don't like, they will let you know they don't like it. There are other children that when you do something they don't like, they just keep quiet. They are hurt, they are pained, but they cannot speak. Maybe because they don't want to offend you, or they're trying to be good children, stuff like that. And of course, back in the days, the bringing up was different. You dare not speak up, you dare not question. So, anything that was handed over to you goes, right? But even in the midst of that kind of upbringing back then, there are still children that will still speak up. But now, me, I'm even talking about after we've gone through all those phases and all those stages as children, and now we've become adults. Now I'm encouraging us as adults, speak up. Speak up. Don't tolerate too much, so that people don't see you as a pushover. Rita Obodo, you and Edith, who is older? Um, Edith is older than I am. She's my senior. Simon Thailand. Um, uh, Dash, where are you from? I'm from Nigeria, Dash. Alex Ekamila. Hi, good morning, beautifuls. Hi, Alex. Thanks for joining. I swear to you, if you make me like I do it. Who is this one now? See, I finally spoke up for myself at my job. I got a warning, but it felt good. Hey, see, I better go. Okay, like I was saying, this one of the matter is when you speak up, it actually feels good though. But you know when people already used to you not speaking up, it can be detrimental too. Because they'll be like, when did you grow wings? But yes, I think even in our workplaces, because this thing is everywhere. It's everywhere. Even in our workplaces, we should be able to speak up, but in the most respectful way. We should be able to speak up when things happen and we don't like it. Truth. So, CL, thumbs up for you for speaking up. And I like the fact that you feel good about it. So next time you like I think speaking up actually builds your confidence, right? It builds your confidence from within. It does. It does build your confidence from within. So you know you're not a pushover. There are certain things people want to bring to you, and you say, "Don't even bring it close. I will not tolerate it. I will not accept it." And then they take their garbage back from wherever it is they are bringing it from. So yeah, speaking up actually builds your confidence as a person. True. Um, Gorgeous Wills. Hello. What if you speak up, still not heard, or follow through? Okay, this is where it's going to become bullying, right? This is where it's going to become bullying because when a person says, I don't like this thing, it is expected that the person or whoever it is that was doing that thing should stop. Because respect is reciprocal, right? But in a situation where someone does something to you and you say you don't like this thing and the person doesn't stop, the person doesn't listen to you, you have a choice to walk away. You don't have to stay and tolerate the disrespect or the pain or the hurt. You have a choice to walk away. And like I said, this is why some people are stuck in very toxic and terrible relationships. This is one of the reasons. Too over tolerance, a bit too much excessive tolerance. Your partner know that whatever it is they are doing to you is wrong. But just because they know that you are going to tolerate it, they continue doing it. And before you know it, you are stuck. You cannot speak up, you cannot leave. Right? So please, when you speak up and you are not being listened to, you don't have to stay and receive the disrespect. Please move. Please leave. That was why I said in one of my videos that relationships are not compulsory. They are not by force. Right? You treat people the way they treat you. You respect people the way they respect you. And if it's looking like people are going to always cross boundaries with you, you take a walk. You take a walk. It's better for you to hold your head up high with your dignity and self-respect and confidence than for you to be broken, hurt, pained, and then you're going through mental stress and trauma. Right? And then you're going through mental stress and trauma. And before you know it, low self-esteem creeps in. Cruise with Coming. You and Trouble now like 5 and 6. Stop already. It's New Year. Coming, what do you even know I'm talking about? What exactly do you know I'm talking about, Komi? And why would you even drop this kind of comment on my live session? Please, I do not appreciate it. There are certain things I will not tolerate this 2025, please. I'm even talking about tolerance and you're coming to drop this comment. What is it that you know I have spoken about here that you're coming to drop this rubbish comment on my live stream? Please, don't do it. I will not tolerate it. Gorgeous will. It's a marriage. It's hard. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. If it's marriage, it's actually very difficult to walk away because there are so many things involved in marriage. Very true. Very true. But of course, marriage is a two-way thing. Marriage is not a one-way thing, right? Marriage is meant for both parties to build. So the respect and the tolerance should be mutual so that the marriage will be sweet. So that the marriage will be sweet. So that the marriage will be filled with love, right? But for every one of you in a marriage or relationship that you still have to tolerate a lot, well, I wish you people the best. So CL says, I was respectful. I only did it because people talked bad about others' religion. Oh. And also, they know better. They know we work with people of all different. This thing is going up. Different types of religion and ethnicity, minorities. Oh wow, that's nice. That's nice. It was a good one. It was good that you had to speak up because some people will not even stop. Actually, they won't stop. It's good you speak up, and I'm happy you felt good about it. Right. Hello from Russia. Hello, Ninka. Gorgeous Will. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Gorgeous Will. Um, Alvin Prescott. Hi, you okay? Yes, I am. I'm okay. Thank you, Alvins. Bless you, sister. Bless you too, gorgeous Wales. Okay, guys. So that's just what I wanted to share with you guys. This in this live session, right? I just wanted you guys to know that tolerating too much is actually not the best way to go about things. Speaking up goes a long way. Speaking up will really help you. Speaking up will make things happen for you differently, right? Speaking up against things you are not comfortable with, speaking up against things that people are doing to you that you don't like, it will go a long way to change the way you actually experience life. um Pastor Fred Okomol Omoto, I'm back. Welcome back, Pastor Fred. Alex Ekamila, honey, I'm watching from Freona, Texas. Thanks for joining, Alex. Thank you very much. So, please, guys, I hope you try to put this into practice. For those of you that were like me, who couldn't speak up, right? Who always tolerated everything and just accept everything. Try as much as you can to speak up this new year, and you'll be glad you did, because the truth of the matter is, for every time you speak up, you feel this breath of liberty. You feel liberated. You feel lighter. You feel happy. All right, guys. That's all I have to say today. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos. See you guys in my next live session. And actually, I really did miss you guys. I miss you guys a whole lot. I miss interacting with you people. And welcome to 2025. Happy New Year to all of you. I love you all. Stay blessed. See you in my next live video. Bye.